Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so, man, I just heard, seeing content from Israel by way of Mint Press, which is one of the publications that I follow on Instagram to help me understand what's going on with the genocide in the Gaza Strip. And essentially, what I'm gathering is, and what I've been gathering as I put these pieces together of what I'm seeing, is that Israel and their propaganda machine uses this genocide like we use it politics in our country, or like you may use politics in your country as it pertains to, you get a panel on a CNN like platform and talk about the bullet points of the bullcrap propaganda that ultimately is proven to be lies. It's like, wow, they really don't. As I always tell you guys, man, the devil is not a creative. He is not a creative. What he is someone who sees something that works and does it over and over again. No matter how you slice it, it's always him trying the same thing over and over again. And when it comes to the way this country likes to embed its lies into the world's mind, Israel does the same thing, and I'm starting to realize, because it's the same people. The way they will argue over whether it's fine to kill off innocent people based on the bullet point lies of Hamas being the worst enemies in the world to them, and their hostages are sitting there starving, a bunch of lies. I mean, if you just look at what is presented to all of us who are paying attention, we can see that those lies are easily debunked with ease. Absolute ease, man. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that if you bringing in depraved-minded animals to destroy entire buildings at a time, in a place where people can't even afford to feed themselves without that for which is destroying them, providing them what it is that they need, because they control everything around them. Those same animals are backed by the country that is in control of their water, in control of their power, in control of whether or not they have a right to move in and out of the spaces that they live in. If that is the case, then how could the biggest enemy to that power be that for which they control? It ain't hard to see through the bullcrap there. But the same way that they will promote to us partisan divide, the Democrats and Republicans, the whole elephants versus donkey debate. The same way they provide that to our minds is the same way they provide the excuses and the propaganda for genocide to their own people. That's why you got so many people standing so virtuously outside of places where aid is supposed to be coming in, with their Israeli flags, willing to die to keep food out of the mouths of people who really need it. They think that they're justified based on these type of platforms continuously embedding this nonsense into their heads that is evil and extreme in nature as it pertains to how we think, but normal as NFL football on a Sunday in regards to how they have taught their people how to think. So you're going to hear people say, yes, it's fine to deprive people of food and water and power, and dare they even rebuke us, let alone resist us in doing so. And if they were to defend themselves in any way, we've reached the lowest point in regards to our people. Like, that's essentially what this idiot was telling us as he was speaking on a CNN, Fox News-like platform, spewing the propaganda nonsense to his people, that it is literally their right to destroy innocent people because there could be a few bad guys over there who've held hostages, not to bring forth any light to the fact that their country is holding thousands and thousands of times more hostages from that place. or what they did to these people, it does not matter. Why? Because for the past 75 years, they've been teaching these people that it does not matter, that they have a right, an inherited right, a biblical right to treat the Palestinian people the worst possible way without any resistance coming their way whatsoever. This is what they debate on, like politics. So while we're sitting here trying to figure out the lesser of two evils that are clearly hand in hand on a lot of things that are no good, and we'll debate that to the end and fight each other to the end over which one of these individuals should be in office, they're debating on just how much mercy the Palestinian people deserve based on propaganda and lies that are not backed by anything that we're actually seeing. It's copy and pasted bullcrap, basically. These people would argue over whether or not dolphins have ears if that was what was presented to them. And that's what I'm telling you. Just like I said about the Diddy conversation earlier, you got to get to the crux of who's behind this nonsense. It's an agreement to behave a certain way that is in place. The people are the people. Most people are sheep, and this is proven in these behaviors. Get on the platform and put this crap on television every day. And if people don't have a thought in their head outside of the agreement of what it is that they believe in and the desire to huddle around the flag, they really will fight to the death over whether or not dolphins have ears. So this just happens to be the topic. The topic and the propaganda and the belief is that it's okay to kill and starve out children and anybody else in the name of saving a few of their own people, for which were probably taken by their own people. But nevertheless, to me, it's like, this is a war not only on humanity, but it's a war on free thought. And people need to not only wake up to what's going on in Gaza, but also wake up to how this has been used against, how various different points of topic have been embedded in our minds in this same copy and pasted formula. That's what I'm telling you. It's a copy and pasted formula for how to embed nonsense in masses of people. They found that it worked over the last 100 years or so, however long they've been doing this, and they're continuing to push what should be considered normal to various peoples this way. So if I want to make it normal that all of us walk on our hands, I'm going to do everything they did in regards to that specific thing. And I'm going to put it on your screens every single day. And I'm going to use every publication I can to bring forth the copy and pasted formulas from which things go into people's brains over and over again. On to you. And in doing so, eventually you will start to think it's not normal not to walk on your hands, friends. Now, y'all think I'm crazy for saying that, but I'm telling you, this is exactly what I'm seeing. They are arguing over whether or not it's okay to starve people out, whether it's okay to blow people up. They are embedding the idea that it is beneath them to treat these people with dignity in their most necessary time of need, when the only way they will be able to survive is through them. And it's because those people there were to fight back against them for terrorizing them for the last 75 years. This is the propaganda topic of Israel. And for us, it's Biden and Trump. And so when they put these Trump topics on TV, you're going to have a bunch of people who are going to align with that, because that formula works when it comes to worshiping that man. When you got the same thing going on for the Democrats and Biden in a different way to a degree, because I don't think anybody worships Biden, but it's the same type of thing. You put it on Fox News, you put it on CNN, you put it on MSNBC, you get a couple people get up there to talk about it in a very charismatic way, and what you have is people believing whatever the hell they're talking about, or debating as if those are the only two thoughts the only two lesser of two evils they have to choose from. I'm showing you that we have had formulas applied to our minds to make us believe whatever the hell it is that we're debating over, that is morally bankrupt in its own right, Just like Israel's people has had this same copy and paste formula applied to what the propaganda of their day is. I'm telling all of you that we need to turn that on its axis and start asking the most difficult questions about not only what it is that they're showing us, but how it is that they've made us think it's important or not important, respectively, whatever it is. Because you can see how they've warped those minds over there, and you see how messed up it is in comparison to what it is that you actually believe, even though we have our own messed up beliefs. I'm telling all of y'all, man, waking up is what this generation is born to do. And the children of the generation that comes after us are supposed to take what it is that we've woken up to and turn it into something that they can actually use for the betterment of humanity, not the worsening of it. They're going to be much smarter than us. It's just our responsibility to wake up and say, yo, this is a ride. This is a ride. This is messed up too. That ain't no good either. Now do something with it, young people. Now that we've pointed out what's wrong, use the rest of your lives to fix it. That's what our responsibility is in this generation. Because we're not warped by the same propaganda in the sense that we've been given the internet. So we've been able to deviate from it to see what else is there. Our ancestors and our grandparents and our parents and their generation weren't afforded that respect. They didn't have it. It was whatever's on TV, whatever's on the radio, that's what it is. And so as a result, it would take an extremely intelligent, open-minded, and careful-minded individual to be able to see through what has been embedded in their generation's heads. We don't have that problem. We don't have that problem at all. Not with the internet showing us various truths that are seeping through the cracks of these corporations. We can see the genocide. You can't tell me this, that, and the third about those people. I see their children. I see their energy. I see their pain. I see what you're doing to them. You see what I'm saying? They got a camera on them as you're doing it. We see what you're doing to them. We see how you make fun of it. So when you come back and tell me that you're the good guy and they're the bad guys, and I see you behaving like the bad guy, it gives me some contrast. That's what we are afforded. And so that's what I'm telling all of y'all. Respect yourselves. Respect your peoples. Don't allow the evil of Zionists and white supremacy to continue to give you a copy and paste that does not apply to the idea that you can see through the cracks of what it is that they're giving you. I hope that in my lifetime I can see what it is I just described manifest into reality. Children of all colors, all shapes and sizes, all religions, all creeds, all sexes, all ideas can come together and say, they're going to have to work harder to make me believe some bullshit. Because the ways that they used to do it are archaic. And we ain't buying no more. My name is BDF 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.